here to provide fire and rescue services, right? A firefighter's wife made a comment to me, right, when I asked the needs being served. She said, yep, I get woken up in the middle of the night, but I don't get woken up twice. I didn't woken up once, I get woken up twice. My husband leaves to go to the call. I worry about it the whole time he's at the call, and then when he gets home, he wakes me back up again. That's what the members of the George Bay Fire Company are dealing with. Somebody getting woken up twice because your husband's going out and coming back, or it could be the other way, right? The fire company, once they get through, came here to misunderstandings. It says misunderstandings here. We're going to get past those, we're going to get past the common fiduciary responsibility, and we're going to see what we can do to move this thing going forward and make it better for everybody involved. The fire company, the residents, the employers, anybody who comes through this borough, right? There was a mention here about soft costs, right? And the soft costs of the streets crew running calls, right? I want to ask council right now, who thinks it's a good idea for the streets crew to run calls? Or, I'll save that question for the end, right? We're all asking now. Right, Jack, you agree, right? Does anybody think it's bad for streets to run calls? I say that because I have documented in a public safety committee meeting from 2002 that the fire committee approached the borough and asked about streets crew running calls. And when Joe, you were here for this, it was because it's not in their contract, they can't do it. 2002, we recommended something that went in place in what, 2016 or something like that? If we would have done that in 2002, right, there's other municipalities in the area right now who have multiple attorneys engaged in their union agreements to try and get those firefighters to run calls. We were so far ahead of the curve in 2002 trying to go down that road to provide firefighters here during the day when we know it's the worst time to get a volunteer firefighter. I mentioned the soft cost of the pancake breakfast. Like, if anybody thinks it's worth their time to work and raise $8.30 before expenses to run a firehouse, I mean, you can't do it, you can't sustain it. No, I'm getting to the end actually. So I had a few closing comments, right? We talked about the hall, we talked about like the house that the fire company. 1 minute. The house that, thank you, Dick. The fire company bought that investment property up there next to the firehouse, and some people said it's a bad investment and this and that, right? 2 apartments. One apartment had a volunteer living in there the whole time. The other apartment, we have 3 volunteers rotate through, and we have a non-volunteer around, because one that needed. Conshohocken has a live-in program in the firehouse. Plymouth Township, Monday, January 14th, on their agenda. Police and Public Safety Fire Company pay-per-call resolution. Monday, they voted to put a resolution to pay volunteer fires so they can recruit and retain them. NBC 10 is down in Delaware County right now, tonight, the 16th. You saw that? Come and find out what your fire company does for you. What do they need? What can you do to help them, right? Springville does a call, right? Lower Marion Township, they own multiple houses that firefighters live in. And any military, that Gladwin Firehouse, you call them, they come in like military. 8, 10 guys, young. They have a recruitment retention program that blows anyway. They have tax incentives. Go read their 2019 budget, Lower Marion. Multiple comments about recruitment retention, retain their volunteers, how much value they provide to the borough. Apparatus purchase, building repairs, it's all about volunteer firefighters. Upper Marion Township has a stipend program. They pay firefighters $40 a night, $90 on the weekends, right? Can anybody tell me Upper Marion Township's fire and EM? Not yet. Upper Marion Township's fire and EMS budget. Upper Marion Township's fire and EMS budget in 2018, how much it was. And we're not here to compare to others, but I want to just give what's going on in other municipalities. Upper Marion Township's EMS fire and EMS budget in 2018 was $1.6 million. Big number, right? You know what was in 2019? $3.9 million, 133% increase for fire and EMS, right? Some of that's fire, some of that's EMS. They put 6 full-time firefighters, a fire chief. They have a line item in their budget for uniforms for their paid employees of $489,000. They have a line item for LoSAP programs. LoSAP is a retirement program to recruit and retain volunteer firefighters. $123,000. Dick, I have a half page, that's it. That's it, right? That's it. That's it, I'm done. So, but we'll get to my questions though. So you talked, there was a comment of the fire company sitting on money, right? Sitting on money, right? In our relief account, we have $90,000, and everybody knows we get like 25 or 30 a year. Big municipalities in there. Somebody go as high as you think you want to go, and how much one of the relief companies, and this is public knowledge, it's sitting on the PA Attorney General's website. How much money one of these municipalities has sitting in their relief account? We have 90,000. Go high. Just give me your unrealistic, crazy number. Jack, just throw something out there. How high do you think it is?
How much you guys got?
We have 90. I know we have 90. We get 25 a year.
Fire relief.
In a fire relief account. It's on the PA Attorney account.
I have no idea.
Go crazy. Just go as high as you think you can go.
80,000.
How much?
80,000.
I'd say there's some maybe over $1 million.
$11.7 million in one of the relief associations right in this area we're sitting on. and we're getting in trouble for sitting on 90,000 or the money that we have in the banks and stuff like that. I mean, we could spend the money we have in the bank tomorrow. Walk to that firehouse, the roof's leaking. There's a roof leak up there right now. You can go put your finger on a windowsill right now, put your finger through the hole on that windowsill, right? It's that bad and that much falling apart. I mentioned about the building and being penalized for owning the building. We talked about the vehicles. Every vehicle we sold recently, that money goes back to the borough and goes to purchase that next firehouse. Right, there's been municipalities in the area where they own the fire trucks. They couldn't sell those fire trucks because of loopholes they have to jump through to sell those fire trucks. We've had a great return on investment in those fire trucks. Dictated by that DCED survey from 2004, whatever it was, we had a 20-year apparatus replacement plan. That survey, asked for it by the borough on the firehouse, said do a 15-year apparatus replacement plan, and that's what we're following right now. The biggest issue here, right, and the main objective cannot be fiduciary responsibility. You have to start looking at what the fire service is going to be going forward here, and you got to really educate yourselves on some of the stuff that's out here. It's clear as day. I could go on and on about these 7 resolutions and all that stuff like that. This does not feel like a positive process or a constructive process for the firehouse. It feels very negative. It feels like we're being penalized. This is not the way this needs to work. I can tell you, the morale is the worst as it has ever been. 28 years, I've been down here multiple times with Mike and Joe, Jack going over budgets. Harry Griffith would sit there and ask me question after question after question, and I respected every single question he asked me because they were the right questions to ask. But the way that this went down, of not seeing this and not being involved in this project, it's disrespectful, it's disheartening, it's unbelievable. And I want to thank council for the meeting, Dick. I want to thank you and the rest of council for seriously extending my time. I want to thank all the residents who came out to support us. But I really want to thank all the firefighters who came here. I'm speaking on behalf of the firehouse. These are our collective faults. This is what we think needs to happen. And change needs to happen, or it's not going to be here in the future.
Okay, thank you.